In the beginning, we were dust. From the dust, a promise was made, a sacred trust. This earth was given to us, a boundless garden, a living cradle, a home where every breath sang harmony with creation. Every leaf was a testament, every river a song, every mountain a prayer rising in stillness, every valley a whisper of mercy. The Creator reminds, have we not made the earth a resting place and the mountains as pegs? And again, and the earth, we spread it out like a carpet, with mountains anchored firm and rivers flowing forth, so that you may find your way. Signs for those who see. The universe, a symphony of purpose with every creation in its rightful place. And us, at the beating heart of it all. The caretakers, the stewards, the inheritors of a trust so profound, it holds the very breath of our children. The Creator reminds, it is He who has made you successors upon the earth and has raised some of you above others in degrees of rank, that He may try you through what He has given you. Yet, what have we done? We cut our green veins and replace them with gray stone. Forests, once ancient guardians, now fall to the drum of our axes. Villages are swallowed beneath rolling hills of cement. Paddy lands traded for parking lots. Rivers straitjacketed by bridges and dams. The air, once dancing through leaves, now trapped in our walls of glass and steel. Every year, 10 million hectares of forest are cut, an area the size of Belgium, vanishing in silence. In 2024 alone, 6.7 million hectares of tropical primary forests were lost. That's 18 football fields every single minute. We have turned water, once a life-giver, into a force that can no longer breathe. Where rivers once sang life into the soil, we've built runways and towers. Concrete suffocates ancient waterways, a hush where once the kingfisher swooped. Springs buried, aquifers drained, their memory a whisper beneath our city's feet. We walk the earth as if we are not children of one father, one mother, as if power, not mercy, is our legacy. The Creator reminds, corruption has appeared throughout the land and sea by what the hands of people have earned, so He may let them taste part of, the consequence of, what they have done, that perhaps they will return. The sky watches. Black clouds gather, and their silence speaks. You are wrong. Once valleys were pages of living green. The farmer plowing at dawn, two bulls pulling steadily, fields alive, hills proud, animals grazing without fear, a crow perched on a pole, guarding fields not yet sown, rivers laughing as they fed the soil given back without hesitation. Now, progress, a river of metal and fumes, skies heavy with smoke, water heavy with chemicals, lands heavy with waste. We say we love our children, yet we strip away their tomorrow for today's comfort. We clean ourselves, but dirty the world. We call it progress when we pave over our future. Between 1990 and 2020, the world lost 420 million hectares of forest, an area equal to the entire European Union. In 2023, another 3.7 million hectares of tropical primary forests were destroyed, 10 football fields every minute. Yes, the pace slowed by 9% compared to 2022, but slowing destruction is not healing. The wound still bleeds. We meet with flags raised, pledges made, and still forests fall, glaciers melt, oceans rise. We tell ourselves, let the Creator take care. But He gave us hands, a mind, and a trust to protect. Beloved Prophet Sayyid, the world is green and beautiful, and Allah has appointed you as His stewards over it. He sees how you acquit yourselves. He made us stewards, and one day He will ask us. In the book of life, every deed is written, and the earth is a witness. Her voice will be the cracking ice, the flooding rivers, the uprooting winds, not in anger, but in balance, because balance is nature's law. When we break it, it breaks us, so we must stop, not tomorrow. Now plant what you sowed, heal what you scarred, free the rivers, let forests stand tall, let skies reflect on clear water again. This is not just about forests or rivers. It's about every breath we take, every drop we drink, every seed we sow. It's about the bond that holds the sky, the cycle that sustains life. Urban lands are expected to expand by over 1.2 million square kilometers by 2030, competing fiercely with fertile farmland. Every year, 1.2 million hectares of agricultural land vanish near cities. And what happens when farms vanish? Food insecurity, hunger, conflict. Already, more than 820 million people go to bed hungry each night, while 2 billion suffer from malnutrition. At the same time, 1.3 billion tons of food are wasted annually, a third of everything we grow. This contradiction is not progress, it is madness. If you're uncertain, then come, ride with me on Dal Lake as evening falls. Let us ride for an hour, from Hasrat Bal to Dal Gate. In that 1 hour, countless trees will be cut, glaciers will melt, water bodies will be polluted and destroyed, wildlife will vanish, fields that once fed us will turn to towns. These are not distant fears, they are happening now. Come ride, remember, after evening comes night, and in the night there is always darkness unless we choose the light. The United Nations warns, if current trends continue, global warming could exceed 1.5 degrees Celsius by the early 2030s. What does that mean? It means more glaciers melting. Kashmir's glaciers are shrinking at a rate of 0.7% every year. More floods. The 2014 floods of Kashmir were just a warning. More heat waves. In 2022, India and Pakistan faced the hottest March in 122 years. More displacement. Already, climate disasters displace 20 million people annually. The World Bank warns that by 2050, 216 million people may be forced to migrate within their own countries because of climate change. And when water wars begin, they will not be wars of the future. They will be wars of today. Already, 2.2 billion people lack safe drinking water. 4.2 billion live without safe sanitation. The oceans cover 71% of our planet. They are the lungs of the earth, producing more than 50% of the oxygen we breathe. Yet, every year, 8 million tons of plastic waste enter our seas. By 2050, there may be more plastic in the oceans than fish. Coral reefs, home to a quarter of all marine life, are dying. At 2 degrees Celsius warming, 99% of coral reefs may vanish. Forests, the second lung of the earth. The Amazon alone absorbs 2 billion tons of CO2 each year. But fires, chainsaws, and bulldozers are choking this lung. Air pollution now kills 7 million people each year. 99% of the world's population breathes air that exceeds safe limits. Children inhale poison before they even learn to speak. The Creator reminds, "Do not cause corruption upon the earth after its reformation, and call upon Him in fear and aspiration. Surely the mercy of Allah is near to the doers of good." This is not just science. It is scripture. It is not just a warning. It is a mercy. So, what must we do? We must change. Not tomorrow. Now we must plant. We must protect. We must restore. The United Nations says every dollar invested in ecosystem restoration can return up to $30 in benefits. This is not just about money. It is about survival. It is about love for our children, for our Creator, for our earth. The earth does not need us. We need her. And one day, we will return to dust. And the question will be asked, what did you do with the trust I gave you? But the wounds of the earth are not only scars on the land, they are wounds written upon human flesh. In the valley of Palestine, where olives once whispered peace, now fields are crimsoned by violence and loss. Children cradle the earth, their prayers rising amid rubble. For every ancient olive tree torn from its root, an innocence is erased. The rivers of Gaza once carried laughter, now they carry tears. Concrete walls, wire, checkpoints. Progress is a prison for the living. The air that should cradle doves instead vibrates with explosions. Year after year, thousands fall, not to war, but to the silence of indifference. Bombs shatter homes, but even more, they shatter hope. And still, the world is silent. The Creator reminds, "Whoever kills a soul, unless for a soul or for corruption done in the land, it is as if he had slain mankind entirely. And whoever saves one, it is as if he had saved mankind entirely." Innocents fall. Is this the stewardship we were entrusted with? Beloved Prophet Sayyid, none of you truly believes until he loves for his brother what he loves for himself. Yet the land weeps, not only in Palestine, but in Yemen, in Syria, in every place where dust of violence mingles with dust of despair. The rain does not fall the same upon scorched cities. The wind does not carry the same promise over razed villages. And the book records, the rivers poisoned, the fields buried by bombs, the forests afraid, the skies weep, and so should we. Earth, wounded but living, cries out in her language, fire and flood, drought and melt, the thunder's verdict at humanity's trial. Across Palestine, where olive trees once whispered peace, now homes are dust and mothers cradle the missing. By 2024, the skies have thundered, more than 60,000 lost in Gaza, more than 20,000 children among the dead, and another 11,000 buried, beyond counting, lost beneath the debris. Women and children, over half of the named casualties, the innocent, the inheritors of sorrow, and the world does not turn its gaze. From ancient valleys to war-torn streets, the same silence, the same aching wound. The lines between violence and neglect blur as fields turn red and rivers brown with the harvest of indifference. The Creator reminds, if anyone killed a person not in retaliation of murder or to spread mischief in the land, it would be as if he killed all mankind. Nearly all are forcibly displaced. All face food, insecurity, famine. 318 aid workers and dozens of journalists killed. Humanitarian lifelines snapped. In the West Bank, violence does not sleep. From 2023 to 2025, countless Palestinians killed, and hunger stalks the living. This is not just a number, it is a wound repeated. Remember, the Creator reminds, and He watches in every record, in every book, in every soul. These deeds do not pass unnoticed. When the last day comes, the earth will testify, not with rage, but with receipts. The Creator reminds, when the earth is shaken to its utmost convulsion, and the earth throws up her burdens from within, and man cries, distressed, what is the matter with her? On that day she will declare her tidings. None escapes the reckoning, for every tree felled, every river poisoned, every child lost to war or to smoke. The balance tips, and nature responds not in revenge, but in balance restored. Anyway, come, let we play cricket in a village ground, hitting the ball high into the sky, striking down green, tall trees as if they were our opponents. Or let we walk upon flowing rivers, mocking their depth, feeling their current sigh. You strike our height, you cut our veins. Let we bathe and pollute a block of water as though the spring were endless, as though purity could not drown. Or come, play volleyball with me in a vast green pasture where each jump shouts a message. We have entered here, you will be ruined soon. Let we drive upon concrete roads, cutting the arteries of meadows and valleys, leaving scars where once veins of life ran free. Let we play with children, teaching them laughter while secretly fooling them, hiding that we are killing their future, killing Palestine, killing hope. Let we rise into the air and announce proudly, O air, we are coming to pollute you. Let we tell our elders, see, we are the new generation. We vanish everything in the name of technology. We erase while we claim to advance. The Creator reminds, a last warning before time closes.